ranging from 20k diamond grills, a Ferrari that might get a streamer sued, $5 million Pokemon cards, and a $66 million Euro dinosaur bone. Streamers don't just entertain us, they're also pros at spending and reaching people's dreams. Here are the craziest purchases that streamers have put their money on, with number 1 being the most agreeable one than the others. Kai Cenat, also one of the founders of AMP with Duke Dennis, he was born and raised in New York. Kai Cenat is known for his energetic personality and different kinds of content creation. He has a mass following of millions on his YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram, and also won Streamer of the Year at the 2022 and the 2023 Streamy Awards. He certainly solidified his name of being the most famous streamer, but of course, as his success grows, his lifestyle also changes. From being in a difficult financial life to becoming one of the richest streamers, he was the image of rags to riches. Spending money is one of the hobbies of famous streamers, and this also involves Kai. After reaching what he now has in life, he bought his own Lamborghini Urus that is estimated for about $230,000 and covered in bright red wrapping, being one of the latest cars among his collection. He flexed his entire bright red collection on social media, showing people that with hard work, you can achieve what you want in life. Now, who wouldn't want to flex their car collection? Some may buy their luxury cars for satisfaction, but others buy them just to give them away to their closest aides. Our next streamer, Aiden Ross, has millions of followers across Twitch, YouTube, and other social media platforms. Aiden Ross became the most significant streamers. He is widely known for controversial content with his unfiltered personality and not fearing pushing the boundaries, but many know him for being a kind-hearted man, donating to the people in need and in charity. Aiden knows how to treat every individual correctly, especially his bodyguard and cameraman. Aiden bought a custom Lamborghini Urus, which cost around $240,000, and a Tesla that cost around $140,000. And the most shocking thing is that Aiden didn't buy this for himself, but for his bodyguard and cameraman, gifting the expensive purchases on his bodyguard's gender reveal party. Everyone loved Aiden for gifting such an expensive car to his employees, and me personally, I would love to be one of his employees. Other streamers gain their money through popularity, but not this one. Cyanide is not quite known, but he has over a solid 450,000 subscribers on his Twitch. He first started his popularity by joining the ZF clan. With his content creation and love for doing business in the outside world, you cannot deny that he made money on his time. Even though he is retired, he still thrives on his riches after successfully building his businesses. While rising to fame, Cyanide made a large purchase, even though he is not quite known. He bought himself a McLaren 720 that cost around $280,000. Being considered one of the best car models of McLaren, Cyanide caught a gem of a lifetime. A lot of people were proud of such a purchase and seeing Cyanide reaching his dreams. I think that this purchase will always remain in Cyanide's heart, even though he is now retired from streaming. Now, that was one hell of a purchase. I mean, I would want one for myself too. While other streamers flex their cars, this one's a bit different. Hiding his one-of-a-kind car collection, Wildcat, also known as Tyler Wine, is known for his wild personality. He makes jokes that aren't for sensitive people, especially with his chaotic activities in his life. He started his streaming life with playing games, and as time went by, his reputation came up and collaborated with many famous streamers like Grizzy, Ninja, and Smitty. He's also known for his crazy purchases, especially with automobiles. Amongst his massive car collection, one specific car stands out due to its color and name. The Lamborghini STO, covered in blue, that cost a whopping $300,000. Such an overwhelming car, with its striking blue color, people cannot deny that such a car takes people's attention. Wildcat has a love for automobiles, and that's why he purchased such a car. He stated that he wanted different kinds of cars in his garage. People love his collection and his chaotic activities with automobiles. I would want to get a closer look at one in his collection, the Nissan R32, if I could. Now, others may hide or flex their money by doing money spreads. This specific streamer is quite different. With a questionable fashion sense and a low-key lifestyle, XQC, a widely known streamer with over 12 million followers on Twitch. Known for his aggressive personality, people cannot deny that he is hilarious, entertaining, and even random at times. He became a professional esports player and won the most valuable player in the Overwatch World Cup in 2017, and became the best variety streamer at the Streamer Awards in 2023. XQC has a net worth of $50 million, with his record deals and his own clothing brand. You cannot deny that this guy is rich. So what did he spend his money on? Well, XQC bought himself a McLaren 720S Spider for a worth of $315,000. The car consisted of a gray metallic color, with his butterfly doors and striking leather seats. People were surprised with such a purchase since XQC was not a guy who spends much money on anything. Though he has a quite striking style for expensive clothing, but people said that he bought the car as a prized possession for his hard work and finally getting an expensive purchase after all this time. What takes the cake is that XQC didn't even own a driver's license when he bought the car, but in his recent tweets, he claimed that he is currently changing his lifestyle and even getting himself a license for the new him. If I had a car that good too, I'd change my lifestyle as well. Now, what if you mix a Ferrari with a streamer that heavily modifies his cars, not fearing any rules or laws? Agent00 is a famous video gamer who is one of the top sources of NBA 2K gameplay. Also, being a part of the AMP, he currently has 2.2 million followers in his Twitch channel. With a large streaming platform, people are thanking him for doing house tours whenever AMP moves locations, giving them a whole gist and price tag of the enormous mansions they live in. With his love for pranks and entertainment, people cannot deny that he has great taste in cars. Due to his friends getting a Lamborghini Urus, Agent cannot deny that he also wanted one luxury car as well. So he did. He purchased a Ferrari SF90 that cost about $500,000. People thought he was going to buy a McLaren or something around the price of a Lamborghini Urus, but instead he bought a more expensive and valuable car. But his love for cars doesn't end there. Agent is also known for tuning and modifying his cars. So in one of his streams, he stated that he wanted to modify his Ferrari and would probably get him sued because there are rules that if you buy a Ferrari, you are not allowed to modify it or else you'll be sued by the company itself. Though this is a serious matter, Agent stated that he isn't scared to be sued and will modify his Ferrari no matter what. Now, if you had a $500,000 Ferrari, would you modify it and go against the rules? Streamers are not only known for their crazy cars, but also for their overwhelming jewelry pieces that even rappers can't compete with. Duke Dennis, coming from financial hardship, sets the bar for reaching goals in life. With a passion for gaming, he became one of the most famous streamers. Being one of the founders of AMP, collaborating with various industries, and with a personal clothing brand, there is no doubt that he'd be this famous. With his reputation rising, many people can't deny that he's a good-looking guy with an expensive smile. Expensive smile? Yeah, you heard me. Duke Dennis splurged on a smile that is covered in VVS diamond grills. He shared that after he reached 100K in his bank with his content creation, he got himself grills that's worth over a whopping 20K. But why spend so much on grills? He claimed that it was a price to claim and it was a symbol of happiness celebrating his success. Many people question his decision to buy grills at such a price, but now after he's got the diamond piece, he cannot stop smiling. Honestly, if I were in his shoes, I wouldn't be able to stop smiling either. Now, would you dare to imagine spending so much on grills? I mean, who wouldn't want a shiny smile? But imagine spending more than a Lamborghini Urus on a jewelry piece. That's right, one of the most famous content creators spent more than the value of a luxury SUV on a custom necklace. KSI, also known as JJ, is a British content creator that started posting his video game gameplays and vlogs back in 2009. He started getting his fame with Try Not to Laugh videos and horror games, where people enjoy his reactions. He's one of the members of the famous content creator groups in the UK, with almost over 22 million subscribers. As he got even more famous, JJ took the path of being a boxer and a singer. With millions of supporters, his music career hit off as well as his boxing career. But of course, as he hits off with his fame, so does his bank account. JJ is known for being a big spender and having flashy items, even buying a gold cover iPhone in Dubai. Though that was not his most expensive purchase. His most expensive purchase was his custom diamond-covered Burris for a shocking $480,000. Placed in 18-karat gold, this jewelry is a one-of-a-kind, with it being covered in 2,000 stone gems, including sapphires and yellow diamonds, which took over 550 hours of craftsmanship to make. This is on a whole nother level. With his obsession with Dragon Ball Z, he couldn't contain his dreams of wanting his own one and only diamond necklace. People were quite shocked by such a purchase, but they had already predicted that JJ would eventually go through such lengths because of his extravagant lifestyle before even buying such a piece. Burris covered in diamonds is quite cool, isn't it? But if you think that spending $480,000 on a necklace is shocking, our next content creator really broke the record for the most expensive piece that has been ever worn by any content creator. With the same price as the Bugatti Bolide, this piece of card takes it all. Logan Paul initially received popularity on YouTube. He made sketches and bits with other popular content creators, amassing millions and millions of followers. He started his YouTube career from then on, but his career took on a high hill with one of his most famous controversies in YouTube. Logan Paul decided to go to Japan to visit the infamous forest, and he accidentally came across a corpse of a human. He then decided to upload this on YouTube, but YouTube suspended his revenue on all of his videos, which meant that Logan's career was about to end at that point. A lot of people did not take it lightly, which looked like he didn't have any remorse for the lifeless human he caught on film. So Logan took time off YouTube and social media. He then came back after his disappearance, which shocked everyone for his change of attitude and turning into a better human than he was before. He then decided to start a podcast and become a boxer. His most famous match match was with KSI, but surprisingly, these two became business partners and are great friends as time went by. With his passion for boxing and multiple businesses, money is overflowing at this point. So what did he do with his overflowing bank account? Well, to our surprise, he bought the one and only PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator for an estimated $5.2 million, being on the Guinness World Record for being the most expensive Pokemon trading card sold at a private sale. People could not believe that someone would make such a big purchase for a Pokemon card. Not only that, he even made a diamond-covered necklace where he can put the Pokemon card. Now this is one of the wildest purchases I've ever heard of in my life. I know the Pokemon card addicts want to see that card in real life too, but our list doesn't end here. Because after all those shocking purchases that make you question why, here's the most expensive purchase of a content creator that is more reasonable and surprisingly agreeable. After buying a $5 million worth of a Pokemon card, Logan Paul didn't end there. This is when he finally pushed the limits on spending. From spending 7 digits on a card, he pushed his spending into 8 digits on purchasing a mansion in Puerto Rico. The mansion was said to cost about $16 million. He said that he left his Los Angeles lifestyle to focus on his boxing career, away from the negativity, and moved to Puerto Rico to train and change his way of life, boasting more than 5,200 square feet covered in marble flooring and breathtaking chandeliers. The house contains different rooms for each person's need and an outstanding $66 million Euro dinosaur bone, which cost for almost $500,000. People supported him for deciding to move in such a place to change his life and focusing on his needs, which people are now forgetting his controversy and slowly turning into his change of personality, giving him the credit he deserves for such an improvement. From spending almost $500,000 for a dinosaur bone to an outstanding purchase of $5 million for a Pokemon card, streamers really know how to take their viewers' breath away with their shocking purchases.